She called it wrong. She's called it wrong now for about 8 years. But she said one thing that got me. She said Kamala has one big advantage. She's a very beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. So I decided to go back and reread the clause. I'm not saying he's, but I say that I am much better looking than her. I think I'm much better. Much better. I'm a better looking person than Kamala. No, I couldn't believe it. She said, you know, I had never heard that one. They said, no, her biggest advantage is that she's a beautiful woman. I'm going, huh. I never thought of that. I'm better looking than she is. In her speech yesterday,
spoke with all of you. We had a different opponent as a candidate.
Well, and I want to make it clear, the Democrats undemocratically pushed Biden aside without a single vote for Kamala, and she chose the most radical, far-left, extreme, stolen valor Tim Walz candidate that she could have possibly, and she didn't even choose Josh Shapiro. I think that was a giant gift for us. But briefly, Nikki, I do have to do a shameless plug.
What are some of the things that you feel as a younger person that's going to be voting now that can help bring this country back together?
I think morals. I think he is, if he comes back, it's bringing back morals. If he helps the schools to kind of bring back the right agenda and everything with that, I think that mainly that's going to help, along with helping businesses, trying to make businesses in America thrive again. I think that's a big thing. We don't want China and all these different countries bringing in all their people, but we need Americans doing this instead. And I think that's another big thing that we need to do. County, New Jersey. I am here with my brother. We are a family of 14 and we support Trump.
A family of 14? Yeah. Holy moly.
There's a bunch of us. 7 brothers, 6 sisters.
White.
Wait a minute, did I just hear that right?
Are a family of 14 and we support Trump.
A family of 14?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
There's a bunch of us. 7 brothers, 6 sisters.
Trump, because we want other people to be able to afford. We have a lot of mouths to feed, and it's hard to do this under the Biden-Kamala administration. So I think that, along with education, is also a big thing. We want to be able to have the younger generation being able to be brought up in a area that's not so towards the left. Colleges, the left. We see so many of the schools that are so pro-Democrat, and we have really none of Republicans supporting the younger generation. So that's kind of why we're here.
Okay. You mentioned there's a school that kind of offers what you're talking about. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so Hillsdale is a college in Michigan. It is very pro-Constitution. Most people haven't heard of it, but it is very educated. You'll come out there knowing the things that we want the younger generation to know. So I think that a lot of the younger generation should know about these options instead of having to be forced into a lot of the leftist, bigger universities. So I think that's a really big thing we should push, is these pro-life, pro-right universities that are supporting these things.
So,
Italian. I'm Nikki Stanzione. Good to meet you. Listen, I have to tell you, I love the wardrobe. I was watching you. You have the most beautiful, your eyes remind me of President Trump. Beautiful blue eyes, just like the Trump family. Are you?
I'm a 17th cousin to President Trump, yes.
You're kidding, and I just called that out randomly.
No, I am not. And I was recently made the Countess of Catherlough, Northern Ireland, United Kingdom, Scotland, and there was a Catherlough here in Pennsylvania, believe it or not, 20 minutes south of Pittsburgh. It still exists. It's the University of Carlow. And it also the city of Carlow. And the librarian there, we've spoken. He knows my past. We were just connecting like crazy with my bloodline. Donald Trump is a 20th cousin to Queen Marguerite II of Denmark, and I am a third cousin.
Royalty in our presence. I don't want you to lose this. I'm going to give this to you. This is in. Oh, that's for me to keep? I get to keep this? Thank you. If I get to see him again, I will share this with him. I have to say, it's funny. I spotted you, and I thought she just has that look in her eyes, that Trump look in her eyes. That is so crazy that I said that, and then you said what you just said.
We're related, yes.
So tell me what okay, so of course there's a lot of pride in that. There's no question.
That is my wit. Oh, the integrity in Donald Trump, President Trump, is just, you just cannot top it. You can't.
Nice to meet you.
I truly believe he's blessed by God.
I do too, and I think what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania, was a reminder to him of his response.
She's one of these childless cat ladies in the Democrat Party that J.D. Vance is always talking about. All she cares about is elevating herself, right? So every office she has, all she does with that office is what she can do to get to the next higher office, right? District Attorney of San Francisco, then the Attorney General of California, then the U.S. Senator from California, Vice President, and then President. So she does whatever she has. Right now she's siding with terrorist supporters and communists, right? You know, China and all this stuff. So what she was doing as District Attorney, she wanted to have this tough-on-crime lady prosecutor thing to become Attorney General. So she didn't care if someone was guilty or not. She just wanted a conviction. It's, you know, and the more conviction she could get, regardless of what evidence she covered up, regardless of the person's innocence, just another mark on the board to help her become the Attorney General of California. Yeah, she's a terrible person. She is a terrible, terrible, dangerous person. I mean, listen to her here back in 2020.
I learned, I think I was, 22 when I started that work. I learned that with the swipe of my pen, I could charge someone with the lowest level offense. And because of the swipe of my pen, that person could be arrested. They could sit in jail for at least 48 hours. They could lose time from work and their family maybe lose their job. They'd have to come out of their own pocket to help hire a lawyer. They'd lose standing in their community. All because of the swipe of my pen.
Wow. She is a psychotic, power-hungry monster. That's insane. Those are her own words. That's in 2020. You know, that piece of audio right there is enough for her to lose on. If and you can hear how excited the stroke of my pen, the power of just with that pen I can do. I can destroy someone's life if I choose to. Can you imagine what she would be like as president? All she cares about is power. Really, you know, I think it could be borderline fetish. Yeah. You never heard it. Yeah, they don't play that on TV, do they? Mm-mm. By the way, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. And everyone who's already subbed, please do me the favor.
What were you saying to me?
Fuck off.
Excuse me?
Fuck off.
Excuse me?
Fuck off.